Hey guys, I have a huge makeup haul. A lot of items are from Sephora, other ones are from places like Target. If you have watched my vlogs, my Disney vlogs on my Christy TV channel, or even just followed me on Instagram or on Facebook, you will have known that on my recent trip down to Disneyland, California, my bag didn't come. So it came 30 hours later, but as soon as we got there then, it wasn't coming. So I got a change of clothes, a face wash, and a whole bunch of makeup. So the items that I got, some of them I got because, well, I needed everything, but some things I got just from Target, something cheap, because I was like, okay, this will hold me over till I get my other makeup. Whereas other items I got repeats of items that I already love, repurchases, which you've already seen a couple videos ago when I was saying how many things I repurchased, but I got even more of those this time. Things are cheaper in the States anyways because I'm up in Canada, so whenever we do go down there, I always stock up on a couple items that I know I'll continuously love. So I probably would have gotten one or two anyways. And then the third category of items that I got were some splurges, because I was like, if I'm buying makeup anyways, because I'm in such a grumpy mood because my bag didn't come, I'm gonna treat myself. So a couple items were just splurges, and one item I love so much. So I'll start with that one. This is my favorite one. This is one that, yeah, I hadn't tried before. I bought it on a splurge, but I'm so happy. It is the Urban Decay Naked Flushed palette in Streak. So this has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlight. So that was kind of my main reason why I decided to get this. Instead of buying those three items separately, I'll just get this one palette and then it has it all in here. And even now that I'm home and I have all of my regular makeup, I like this so much better because everything is in one. You don't have to open three different containers. So I love this so much. I'm so happy that I got this. So then, also talking about Urban Decay palettes, I also got the Urban Decay Naked Basics, just the first one, because they didn't have a second one yet. So just that I have a whole bunch of nice matte colors. Honestly, I didn't like this that much at the time. Now, I did buy just cheap brushes, so maybe that was the reason why I didn't like it, but I just thought from this compared to like my Coastal Scents Revealed palette, the Revealed palette it's just so much more pigmented. But I'll have to try this now that I'm home with my actual brushes. But yeah, at the time I wasn't too fond of it on, but that's okay. So then these next three items are ones that you've just heard me mention not too long ago, so I'm not going to spend much time on them, but they are the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray, the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Foundation, and then the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. So I got this one in Rose Ivory, what I always am, and this one I went back to the light because I had just bought the shade that's a little bit darker, like what, 2 weeks ago. So this shade I already had like halfway done, so I was like, okay, I'll get this shade. Plus, it's now nearing the end of summer, so I'll still hold on my tan a little bit, but then as soon as we hit like October, November, I'm going back to as pale can be. So I went in the lighter shade. Then I got one of the Kat Von D concealers, even though the foundation is like super great for concealing, but yeah, I wanted to have an extra concealer. Now at home I have this one that I do for all my blemishes, and then the Hard Candy Glamouflage one that I just use for under my eyes. So I didn't have one for under my eyes, but I just used a little bit extra of the foundation for under my eyes, and that works as well, just when I was on the go. So this one I got in the shade 18 Light. Then at home, to apply my foundation, I have the Real Technique sponge, but obviously they didn't have that at Sephora. So I ended up getting the Beauty Blender. I had the Beauty Blender like, I don't know, a year ago, and then just in the spring I think I transitioned to the Real Techniques one, which I do like better, but I ended up getting, yeah, the pink Beauty Blender here. And again, I've cleaned this now after I used it a couple times, and it'll just stay in here until my Real Technique one is starting to, you know, not look as hot anymore, and then I'll use this one for a little bit. And because I didn't know when my bag would come or if it would come, luckily it did before the races, but I still had to I did a whole day in the park without having anything from my bag without my bag. So I wanted to make sure that when I put eyeshadow on that it was actually going to stay on. So I just picked up one of these tiny Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potions. This one is just, you know, when you're checking out, you have all the little small travel size or sample size items. So I just picked up a small one because that's, yeah, all I need. And so this one's just in a tube, which I don't love, but for that purpose, it was fine. And then also from Sephora, I got a blending brush. Actually, this one is called the Smoky Crease brush. But yeah, it's like a blending brush. I actually did go to Target before, so that after everything that I didn't have, I picked up at Sephora, or the things that I knew I wanted to get at Sephora. So I didn't have a blending brush, so that's why I picked this one up. And it actually comes in a cute little, like, the travel case to keep it all fresh. So that was actually really nice. So then the last item from Sephora was a lipstick. So this is just their Sephora brand, and this one is in Seduce. And I do have that one on my lips currently. It's a little bit dark in this room, but yeah, that's what I am wearing. So the next couple items are ones that I got from Target. So I got a whole bunch of brushes. They have e.l.f. brushes, and they were all $1 each. So I was like, you know, that's gonna be the easiest aside from that blending brush. And then I have my face powder brush that I got separately. But yeah, I actually still use one of these. I use one of these ones for my bronzer, but all the other ones I have like Sigma brushes, or then the Sonia Kashuk, as you're gonna see. And again, yeah, these aren't the best quality, so I don't know, maybe that's why I didn't like the Naked Basics palette, just because of this brush quality. But I got, yeah, 2 of the bronzing brush, one for bronze, one for blush, just to make things easier. And then 2 eye defining brushes and 2 eyeshadow brushes. So just pretty basic, but yeah, just because I needed to have something. And then I also got a Sonia Kashuk brush. Now this is the exact same of what I have back at home and that I did take with me. So that's why I decided to get a nice one of this one, because eventually I will want to, you know, get it or use a new one. So this is their #1 brush, but it's just so soft and just so fluffy. And then my mascara of choice is the waterproof version of the CoverGirl Clump Crusher. So yeah, this is a favorite at home, and I always pair it with another one, but for the purpose of being there, I was like, I just have to get one. My main thing was that it has to be waterproof. That was what I cared most about. And then again, a powder you've heard me talk a lot about. This is what, my 5th powder now, but I am still currently working on my other one. So this is the CoverGirl Clean, and this one is just in normal skin, even though I have oily skin. But as I had mentioned before when I was doing reviews, the oily one, it just isn't good for my skin. It doesn't really help. So this one is, and I got this one in the color Buff Beige. And then I just wanted a simple eyelash curler, so I don't even know what this is by, oh, this is NYC. I just got the cheapest one at the time, so yeah, this is the one that I got. And then the last item that I got, and this was one that I just also had wanted to try because I hadn't found it in Victoria. It is the NYX Natural palette. So I guess it's kind of similar to the Naked Basics palette, just a whole bunch of neutral colors, but yeah, I just wanted to give these ones a try too. So those are all of my makeup items that I got in this very big makeup haul, but when you don't have luggage, you're kind of in a bind and you need to get items. But obviously I could have just got all, you know, drugstore items. I didn't mind splurging a little bit because I knew those items I wanted to get and I would use, or then just as a treat, to spoil myself. So that's it, and again, make sure you go look at my Disney vlogs if you haven't seen them yet. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!